Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Dawn Virgin's Tarot, here with a random impromptu pick a card reading for you guys. Um, this will be my first pick a card reading, so I'm just trying it out, testing the waters, see how it gels. You guys can kind of look over or just kind of like process, take a minute to see whichever one of these stones kind of hits home a little bit more than the others. If you're like me and you have kind of a busy mind or all over the place, can't make decisions, then you can kind of just check them all out and see which one resonates with you more so than the others. I know me, I have a really hard time making decisions. I'm never really drawn to one more than the other. But yeah. So if you guys need another moment, just pause the video and tune back in whenever you're ready. And we'll go ahead and get started with pile one, which is the rose quartz, right now. Okay, pile one. Pile one. Oh shoot. Okay, what did I do with your card? So yeah, this is your card. We have the Needle Reed from the Celtic Cross Oracle. Some keywords from this particular meaning or symbolism would be like nourishing yourself, living life to the fullest, making wise choices. About it's really heavy about the choices that we make and being very mindful of that. Um, I'm getting a little. I'm getting acclimated to this deck. This was a gift to me, so I'm still learning Celtic, symbolism and all of that. But at its essential meaning, those are some key words, and they are very kind of pertinent to this particular spread for whomever was drawn to this. So I'm seeing for some people that this is a work situation, or this could be a love situation that manifested, or work was the catalyst. So whether someone worked with this person, or whether they met while this person was on their job, like if they're, if their person, like if this person was a utility person that came to the house, or maybe the checkout person at the grocery store, or someone that they worked with, or something like that. We're starting with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So that's Gemini, Capricorn energy. So this looks like, for some people, this could be about work. Someone is like fed up in their with however they're making their livelihood, or with some type of venture they've gotten into. If this is a venture that they've gotten into, like a startup or something, it could be, whoever you made this, whoever you entered into this with, or maybe some staff, or whatever the case may be. Like, things just aren't working out. I'm feeling a big sense of like conflict of interest, or bumping heads, and that right. For some people in work relations, just generally speaking, it's a matter of just not being heard, overextending yourself, doing too much, trying to make a mark, which, is understandable, especially if it's a place where you're actually trying to grow. But I don't know, it's also about keeping things in perspective. I mean, we do have this Justice card here, and we'll get to that in a minute. So it's about balance, because when we come to this, when we come over just a little bit in the placement of how should this collective be spending their time and energy, we have this Hermit card and we have the Ten of Cups. So this is talking about self-preservation. It may be talking about finding other prospects. And Ten of Cups, it's about spending time with those that make you happy. Like, there may be someone who has been neglected because of a particular position, or because of a particular routine that a person has been doing. So it's like, I'm feeling this could be regarding that for some people. I'm feeling for others, this is something, I'm feeling an energy of someone dealing with a married person. I'm feeling that there is someone dealing with someone who has a commitment or an attachment already. because this Hermit energy and this Ten of Cups energy, like in some cases, like again, for the work situation I spoke about, definitely, like we mentioned, self-preservation and spending time and taking time for those that really matter. But for others, I'm feeling like if you're like dealing with someone who's married or whoever this is for, I'm feeling like this is the energy of, the querent or the person involved, while their person is kind of, doing their thing, maybe telling a bunch of lies to cover it up, so on and so forth. And again, this could be something that happened in a work situation. Like maybe this person has actually even caught a glimpse of the other person and not knowing who it was. Like maybe they were introduced as someone else. So yeah, I am feeling like this justice, like what's coming in, the justice and the Knight of Swords, and the moon popped out, but we got the justice and the Knight of Swords. So what's coming about, for some people, this is karma at its finest, something happening. This could be their person finding out the truth and taking action. Like if they're married, their significant other, their husband, their wife, their mate, they will take action against this person. There may be someone who may be a little bit, for some people it may fare a little different. Like for some, I'm thinking there's going to be someone who is fighting, like if this, like for example, like whenever, if this is you, let's say the person that's being cheated on, like whenever the person who is responsible for doing this finds out that, I feel like they're going to really amp it up. This Knight of Swords, I feel them just really trying to like explain themselves, or trying to like, what am I trying to say? Just lie, pretty much. I mean, it was something specific I was trying to say, like cover up or make excuses or gaslight, or how people say, well, we're separated, or maybe it's just for the kids or whatever, yada yada. We have some clarifiers down here, but they're not in shot. I don't know what's up. I have to work on my camera angles. I don't know why I can't get it together. But we have the Devil and we have the Chariot, right? And so this Devil energy, of course, it can be, just being attached to something that's not good. There may be someone who has already found out about this situation, but they're still choosing to go through with it. This Cancer, this Chariot energy, which is Cancerian energy, is giving me this feeling of, kind of back and forth, or that someone's saying they're going to leave this person, but they don't, or something like that, something messy and muddy, So yeah, this is Capricorn, this is Cancer, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles and Three of Swords. So there's some sort of, and this could also be like this Devil and Chariot energy, like when we were talking about the job situation, like someone being caught up in this routine where I feel like for some people, it's like, okay, you feel like you're investing a lot and getting very little in return. I'm not sure if I already used this analogy because I had to start my first video over. So if I've already used this analogy, just ignore it. But I know like there was a lady on a comment thread, and she was like talking about how she had just made her 20th year at her job, and she was pretty much just talking about the peanuts, of recognition that she got for her 20 years of service. All the time she didn't call in sick, all the time she showed up to cover other people's shifts, all the X, Y, and Z, and how it just felt like a slap in the face, and just feeling like, and that's the thing, it doesn't matter how much a company, even if they act, like they really are fully invested in you, or that they like you so much or whatever, we're all dispensable, or whatever word I'm looking for, replaceable. So I guess that's for someone, as far as that work-life balance. But for other people, it's like, okay, is this worth it? Like, was this worth my time, energy, and effort? I guess it depends on what it is you're looking for. Like if this is a job situation, if you're just looking to earn a paycheck If you're just kind of like going through the motions until you find something better, then okay. But I guess it just all depends on what it is you want in life. If this is a person who is with someone who is not the best or most favorable energy, you have to decide what it is you want. I'm not a judge. I don't criticize, but this Three of Swords, I feel like it's going to be a lot of that very toxic, because sometimes people, get caught up in these situations, and it's like, okay, like some people rather deal with the mess than to be alone, or or maybe this person just makes them feel a certain way, and so they feel like if they just stick it out, this person will come around or take care of, but I just don't feel whoever this is for, I just don't feel a good energy. This Two of Pentacles is further insinuating that I feel like for some people this is their person, or would be person, or the person that they would have be their person, but really may not be their person at all. I'm feeling this type of energy, just someone who is self-serving. I feel like there's someone who is really taking, like, who is like a vampire. They're leeching off of your energy. This doesn't have to be, a female per se. Like, just because we see the High Priestess and Empress, of course, it's not gender specific. It is more about, I don't have to tell you this. You already know this, but the energy involved. But there's someone who is just kind of leeching off your energy. Like, I'm feeling this, like, tug of war, like this Chariot again. Someone coming in, like, not being able to let go fully. This could be the other person. Like, maybe this is someone who has cut it off. Like, if this is you, like, maybe you have cut it off, but this person is like, they just can't let go because there's something about this energy. The number 23 may mean something. The number 32 may mean something. The letters D, Y, T, S, or P may mean something. Usually I like to pull cards relative to the signs involved, but because we see sign, obviously we see a bunch of different signs here. So we have Gemini a couple of times. We have, and again, that's in the cards you can't see as well, but we do have Gemini. Didn't we have Gemini? Oh yeah, we have Gemini a couple of times. We have Capricorn a couple of times. We have Cancer. We have Libra a couple of times. So let me see just real quick. What signs are associated with? So we have Pisces again. Fire energy. Second. That was too broad with the Wheel of Fortune. With the World card. Too many signs. Okay, so they may be a water sign. We got the Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups. So they could be a Scorpio or a Pisces. Let me get one more. That popped out, but Four of Swords. So we got another Libra card and an Aquarius card as well. So they may be a water sign, they may be an air sign, because we do have a lot of Libra out here, and we also have Pisces. But again, it doesn't have to be specific to that. Oh, and we also had this other Eight of Cups earlier. I forgot to mention that was one of the clarifiers. So we have Pisces a few times. Did I mention this Eight of Cups earlier? But either way, the Eight of Cups, like when we see that ninth cup that's missing, we get the vibe of this guy going to retrieve that ninth cup, which the Nine of Cups is about ultimate fulfillment. So, but the Nine of Cups, the Eight of Cups, in addition to that kind of like default meaning, this can be about like group activity, like kind of immersing yourself in something involving a group of some kind. What was I going to say? Hold on just a second, guys. Maybe this is because I'm looking at, like, if this is a work situation, like maybe for some people this may be like when we're talking about a conflict of interest at the very beginning. For some people, this could be maybe being a little more communicative. Like there may be someone who is just in a higher vibe, because I'm sensing, like we already spoke about the work situation where there's someone who feels undervalued, unappreciated, or like, you know, is taking up too much of their time or whatever the case may be. But for others, this could be something like a miscommunication. Like if you're doing a lot of your, let's say you work remotely, you know, sometimes things can get lost in translation whenever you're like typing or texting and chatting, like in that type of, you know, vein. It's hard to really get context sometimes. So this could be about, like, if this is issues with a particular coworker that's not like a lorn or a love type of romantic situation, then it may be just as simple as like being more communicative with your team. A phone call, actually, like letting them hear your voice, you know, and speaking, as opposed to like doing like the texting and the messaging that can sometimes stifle or muffle like the true intention of the message. So that could be for very few people. But anyways, yeah, that's what I have for you guys. And we did finish with the World card, if that means anything. Like that was the last clarifier that I pulled. So I'm feeling like, you know, in making the right decisions. That High Priestess energy came out earlier. So I feel like as long as you're high vibe and doing things the right way, that everything is going to work out in your favor. If you're dealing with someone who is a married person, I would just, my advice would be obviously to kind of move on to different things. You know, this Hermit energy regarding what you should be focused on, it kind of indicates that it's time to get a clearer, like, clear your head, you know what I mean? See things for what they really are. Out from under the influence of this person, like this Knight of Swords energy I keep looking at. Like this Knight of Swords energy is like, I feel, can be very pressuring, can be very influential, but I still don't feel like they have, like they're meeting you at your energy, you know. Even if this is somebody who they did end up getting a divorce or breaking up with their person, I just feel like this isn't the person for you. And the World card, I think I just put it down. Oh yeah, the World card, you see, you know, you have a lot of options, you know, you're worth more than this. So that's what we have for you guys. Hopefully it made sense. I went longer than I wanted to, but it is what it is. See you guys next time. Bye.